Well,
Yes.
All right, that took me a second.
Are we talking about touching my chest? Why is the first thing I read talking about touching my chest? What the hell? I don't think Blurp is working right now. Why does it feel like this is like uneven? We gotta put it this way. Am I even? I don't feel even. I don't feel even. How we all doing? How is everybody doing tonight? How do I send you a deck in the Discord? I think you're a little to the right. There you go. Chat, I'm zoning out. We just got started. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How are we all?
Yes.
Thank you for the follows. I'm so happy everybody's been enjoying the Rate My Deck stuff as much as I have been enjoying doing it. We've been posting videos of all the Rate My Decks on YouTube. Make sure you guys are checking those out. If you haven't already, like them, comment, all that stuff. It really helps me out. I'm trying to do stuff like this more. The more y'all support it, the more it helps me. I know you guys are enjoying these streams, and so am I, so I want to keep doing them. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you guys for asking. Yeah, I'm excited to just chill. Talk about some Magic, man. I got nothing else going on tonight. Why do people keep saying Joel? You don't know who Joel is? This guy doesn't know who Joel is. Type Joel and then look at the screen. Type Joel without a question mark, without anything, and then look right here. And then look right where my hand is, okay? And then look around the screen as well. I'll teach you. It's gotta be a capital J, y'all. It's gotta be a capital J. Look, Joel is that spitting fish. And if you want to make it even funnier, you can type Joeler, and Joel will spin faster. And if you type Joelist, Joel will spin even faster. Like, watch this. Look at this. Look at, they spin at different speeds. Joel is just a dumb emote that's been around on this channel for a really long time. We love Joel around here. We love Joel around here. If you don't love Joel, you got a problem. If you don't love Joel, we got a problem. If you guys aren't seeing in your, it's a Twitch thing. It doesn't. I don't know if it works on YouTube. I should have said that. I started streaming on YouTube pretty recently. I'm happy to be doing it, but I don't know if I can implement better TTV emotes onto YouTube, sadly. But I think the Twitch chat will have to carry our Joel endeavors in the meantime. Is it meantime or mean time? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Or am I just yapping on bullshit? Chat, we have a brand new YouTube video coming out tomorrow. I am trying to do more than just short form content. So I'm pretty happy about the amount of videos we've been able to put out recently. I hope you guys are too. Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about, while we're sitting here, while we're talking, while everybody's getting in the stream, while we're yapping, has anybody else seen the standard showdown promos that are coming out for The Hobbit? I released a video and I put out a tweet shit talking it because I thought it was so pathetic. This is my tweet. Basically, this is like a $4 card, and this is their way to incentivize people to go play standard, a format that I love, and it feels like they just want to keep shitting on. It would be so easy for them, so beyond easy for them to print a better card, to print not Wood Elf as the prize for going to play at your local game store. It doesn't need to be a cracked card, dude. Like, it could even be a cheap card with a good art. But oh my god, are you telling me you really put a shitty commander card as the prize for standard showdown? People aren't even using this in commander. People don't use this in standard. Find me a format where Wood Elves is used, and maybe we'll talk and put it as the prizing for that. But oh my god, is it so pathetic that they think that this is okay? I just need to keep yapping about it because it's making me so mad. It's making me so upset. It's like they're spitting in the face of standard players. Holy shit. I wish my local shop even entertained standard. Now, this may not always be the case, but don't feel shy being the person to try to pioneer a thing. I know that standard only started around at my shop because we had one local guy who said, hey, what if we did this? And the same thing happened with modern, and now we're doing pre-modern events and pauper events. And they're not every week, those last two, but still, we have weekly modern and standard events because one guy spoke up and said, hey, what if we did this? And enough people were interested. So never be shy about trying to do that. Arena misunderstanding. No one's talking about arena. No offense. This is an arena. We don't have like regular pauper events, but I just saw the very first, they're doing one on like, I think it's next Saturday at my LGS. I might go. I don't have a pauper deck ready, but I might go. Shit, I don't even have a game store. Yeah, that's unfortunate, and I apologize to all the people who don't. That's how I used to feel with Yu-Gi-Oh. It sucked. I before I got into Magic, I played Yu-Gi-Oh, if you guys don't know, and I never felt like I could play unless I did some like video stuff. It was awful. It was awful. Pauper Zeta, no. If I play Pauper, I'm gonna be so real. My deck will consist of Lightning Bolt, Lava Dart, and whatever other red spells I have it for of. Maybe a Faithless Looting, stuff like that. If I play Pauper, if I ever play Pauper, I am not going to think at all. I don't want to have a single brain wave. I don't even want to have like my brain cells working at all. I want to tap mountains and do damage, and that is it. I am playing either spells that draw me cards and discard me cards, or cards that tap and do damage. I'm not doing this shit where I'm trying to combo in another format. I don't have the brain power. I don't. I'm just going to tap my mountains and do damage. It is my comfort food. It is where I feel safe. I'm staying on the mountains and you are taking damage, okay? That is how we are ever doing this if I play Pauper. Some people were telling me, I might have it over here. There's a card, Sneaky Snacker. I pulled one. I own one. They're telling me to throw it in my mono red deck if I play Pauper. Do I have it on me? I don't play Pauper, but apparently this thing is the demon of Pauper. It is like one of the strongest cards. I don't know about strongest, but one of like the mainstays of the format. I don't think I have it like accessibly on me. Sneaky Snacker. Yeah, there you go. But I pulled one, so I'll definitely throw that in the deck, I guess, if it's that good. But I don't know. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get more. Maybe I will. Maybe my store has a few. I hear they're good because you just like discard it to the graveyard and do some stuff and it comes back. Makes sense. Pioneer is the format where I just turn my brain off and play mono red aggro. I do that for a lot of formats. Cooking up a new. Yeah. All right. Let's start pulling some stuff up. I'm not vibing with this. This is Pokemon music. I'm not vibing with the current tune we got going. I've heard this one a million times. No, I don't want to listen to this. This is gonna make me fall asleep. It's gonna make me fall asleep, chat. This is good bangers, but I will fall asleep. All right. Come on. Bangers to relax and sleep to. I need something that I'm not gonna fall asleep to. All right, I use this playlist all the time on stream. We'll just listen to this one. Shout out 4 hours of chill N64 music to study, work, or relax with. Nostalgic playlist. Shout out that playlist. I like it a lot. It keeps my stream well entertained. Okay. By the way, chat, while I have your attention before we get started and distracted, let me take this time to remind everybody I will be at MagicCon Atlanta this year, this November. We will be, I'm like so high. We will be doing multiple events. We being me, my girlfriend Courtney. She's not here. She's over there. We'll be doing multiple events. We'll be doing an event on Friday for Two-Headed Giant Commander. And then on Saturday, we will be doing a sealed event for Reality Fracture. And then I think we are even going to try to sign up for an event on Sunday. That one I cannot confirm. We will also be doing, oh, there's ads. Hold on, I'm gonna wait. If everybody's got hit with an ad, I want people to hear this. Chat, we got fucking Twitch. I love Twitch. They pay me, but they hit with long ads every now and again. I want everybody to hear this. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I need everybody. This is an important message. If you're among the people who are on YouTube or you're subscribed on Twitch and you are hearing me yap right now, what's up? How we doing? What'd you have for dinner? Let's talk about, you know, maybe not the important stuff. Hold up. This also gives me time to pull up my examples of my things, of my trinkets and my gifts. Where did I put my gifts? Hold up, they somewhere. I swear to God, I got them somewhere. Chad, don't worry, we'll rate decks here in a second. As soon as I'm done yapping about MagicCon, I am ready to rate decks. Oh, I found a singular one of the tokens. Where are the rest? Hold up, where are the rest? This is actually bugging me out now. Sir. Fuck did these go? I don't have a ton, but I don't want to have to restart. I had like 10 ready. We did a whole stream making them. Don't make me cry. Oh, I just punched my light. Ow. Chat, I can't find the rest of them. Let's switch from both and both. Whatever you gotta do for it. What the hell? Because now I'm getting worried. Like before, it was like, oh, I don't know where they are. Now I'm worried. What the fuck? Oh, I found them. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was getting nervous. Are we back from the ads yet? Are we back from ads, chat? Can I talk about the fun thing? I wanted to wait. Everybody needed to hear. Hold up. Now I got like a desk full of shit. All right, chat. If you don't know, this year I'm going to MagicCon Atlanta with my girlfriend. We'll be there all weekend. I want to meet as many people as possible. We're giving out these tokens. I made these, or I didn't make the tokens, but I drew on all of them. If you don't know, I love to draw and make my own tokens, make tokens look cooler. I do these with like all of my tokens. I'm gonna do a couple of lands like this with just a little signature and some doodles, stuff like this, where it's just like a goofy little token that you can use in your Commander games. And I'm giving these out. So if you're going to MagicCon Atlanta and you want one of these, they all have one of my little drawn apples on them too. Go ahead and come meet me at MagicCon Atlanta, and I'll give you your pick at whichever one you want. You finders or first come first serve kind of thing. I'm gonna be making more. I'm hoping to just come strapped up, and I'm gonna give them away. But we'll be doing multiple events. We'll be in the Command zone, whatever it's called, for a really long time as well. The free like play-in area. So I hope to play Commander with as many of you as possible. I want to meet as many of you as possible. We're gonna be doing as many events, playing as much Commander, as much Magic, as much. We're doing two-headed giant. We're doing some sealed. I might do some standard events. We're doing as much Magic as possible. So I would love to meet as many of you as possible. Join the events I'm gonna be at. Let's meet each other. Let's play some Magic together. It'd be super fun. And like I said, come say hi and get a free token. Other than that, though, I just wanted to say that if you guys are going to MagicCon, make sure you guys come look out for me. All right, are we ready to rate some decks? Chat, do you want to rate some decks? Excuse me, sorry. All right, why the hell did I just close Discord? That was so dumb. Where do you send deck suggestions to the Discord? No, in the trading card channel. You'll see that's where a bunch of people are sending them. Make sure you follow the instructions on the pinned message. We gotta go back. I still gotta pull up a deck. I don't even have a deck pulled up. So if you guys are new, which I know a lot of people are, we're going in order. First come, first serve. It's gonna be the original people who sent decks, and we're going all the way in order. I'm trying not to repeat people per stream. So if I did one of yours last stream, it's free game this stream. But per stream, I'm trying to keep people limited to one per, so we can get through as many people as possible. There's no set limit on how many we're doing today. We're just gonna do as many as we can. It is all open to how we are feeling and all that stuff. I'm just trying to answer a lot of the questions I get almost immediately. We will do as many as we can. We will get to yours in a appropriate order, and I hope you are as patient as possible with me because we have a ton of decks. And yeah, that's all. I had a lot of people, and it's okay. I get it. You're excited. I'm excited. But I had a lot of people last stream being like, are you going to do mine yet? 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 Hey, dude, why have you guys mine yet? Hey, where's my deck? And it's like, I promise you, as long as you've submitted it the right way, I will get to it. I am not skipping anybody. Like, at least, like I said, at least not once per, like the one per stream thing, but like, I'm not skipping anybody. Everybody's deck's going to happen. I will go back to yours if I skipped it because you submitted 2 or whatever. I'm keeping as best track as I can. If I miss one, feel free to call me out on it. I'm a human. I make mistakes. So I have no problem being corrected if I miss one, and I'll go back. Chat, how do we like my new light? I got a new light. Last stream we were complaining it was so dark. It was so dark. Look. And I'm trying to find the remote. Look, I can like change it. Hapooey. Poo, 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 poo. Bang, 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 bang. How awesome. Fucking beautiful, am I right? Fucking beautiful. All right, let's get it back. I like the rainbow. Go back to the rainbow. Hell yeah. Nice light, bro. What up, D? I don't know, I just feel like I like being lit. It was so dark on these past few streams. It was awful. I got the front light, but I feel like the front light is so small and was doing so much work. When it gets dark outside and the outside light isn't helping at all, we got nothing. So at least we got some backlights adding to the room. What happens when you put a platypus under that blue light? I don't even know what you're trying to say at this point. But good luck. Godspeed, soldier. All right. All right, let me pull up a deck. Chat, I've been yapping for like 20 minutes. Bro, D, I need you to know. I need to formerly doesn't sound right. Formerly apologize? I need to formally apologize. It's like, I need to apologize because I roasted the fuck out of your Zozu deck and I was making the clip for social media. Formally. I need to formally apologize. I roasted the fuck out of your deck and I made the clip and I'm like, damn, I kind of feel bad. So, don't take it personal. Formally, as in formal. Formally. Words are so hard, dude. Words are so fucking hard. I remember this is why, bro, I was growing up and everybody was like, dude, English is easy. And I would get like, fuck, I was so bad at English. I was good at math. I was good at science. I was okay at history. You throw me in a language arts class. I was lucky to get a C on my papers. I can't speak and I only know one language. Nah, for sure. That was like literally like I don't remember exactly what I said, but out of what's the, I can't think of any words today. What's the, not quoting me, but like kind of quoting me. I basically was yapping about how I'm like, this deck is full of cards that are basically just meant to make you feel like go fuck yourself. And so yeah, go fuck yourself. Like that's his deck. Like that's like the point of the fucking deck. Paraphrase. Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking geniuses. God, they're so smart. I'm an idiot. Like I don't know words. But yeah, no, paraphrase. Paraphrasing myself, I was basically like, oh, they just kind of say fuck you. English is a confusing language, although it is nice. Our language doesn't give genders to inanimate objects. Yeah, I always thought that was weird. I did like when I was in Spanish class, I thought it was weird that like certain things you said differently depending on the gender. Like not being like her or his, but like I can't think of a single example right now because I don't remember Spanish at all and I did very bad in Spanish. So yeah, I don't know, sue me. Chat, we're gonna get started. I'm yapping. It's been almost 30 minutes. I gotta get started. But before I do, I'm gonna use that restroom. So don't hate me. I'd rather do it now and then before I click record and we start recording this video, cause I'm a little piss boy. I don't fucking know. I got pee, bro. Fuck. That chair is a woman. Oh, I zoned out and I forgot what we were talking about for a second. I was thinking about like how I was saying I need to use the restroom, and I was very, very confused. I forgot we were talking about Spanish. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Tell me what your favorite commander is. Are you excited for me to talk about commanders? You speak English because it's the only language you understand. I speak English because it's the only language you understand. We are not the same. You misinterpreted one thing. You think I understand English? Fuck no. Hell no, brother. Oh my god, chat, it's the song in every fucking YouTube video I fucking make. Do 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 do. The song's a banger. This song's a banger. It's the song I use on the beginning portions of videos because it sounds like the start of a thing. Am I crazy? Am I crazy, or does this song sound like the start of something? All right. I got the... Oh, God damn it. Sorry. I got the first deck pulled up. We got to do our YouTube in. We got to get the recording going. Start recording. Oh, let me double check I got space on my computer. I got to keep double checking. I keep having issues with... It feels like certain things get delayed when I start recording. Like right now I'm looking at it and it's literally looking slow. Is it looking slow for you guys? Like, do I look like I'm like a couple frames behind? Because it's doing that for me. And then my recordings do that. Which is annoying. But if it looks good on the stream, and the only thing that it affects is me, I'll deal with it. No, it does not. It's not lagging. It looks fine. Like my karate chops are accurate, timed. You guys saw that? Like I guess that was like the absolute worst fucking example. There was no words, no sounds. Hello. Oh, let me just pull it up on my fucking phone. It's only when I start to record. I should speak. No. That would help me. That would help me gauge the thing that needs my sound to hear. It looks a little behind for me. It looks a little behind for me. I don't know the. Oh wait, hold up. I did it the one. Oh wait, this might actually be the solution. Quick movement slows it down. That's not how that worked. I think it's just slow. You guys weren't noticing. That's my guess. No offense. Hold up. Give me a second. I have a way to hopefully fix this. It's a little lag. Yeah. It's been doing that when I record, which makes sense. I'm recording, streaming, playing music, streaming the two platforms at the same time. I got a lot going on. But the first time we did this, it wasn't as bad as the second time, and I think I've realized why. I think I realized. Also, I saw somebody ask, "How do you submit decks?" If you're not already in the Discord, make sure you're in the Discord. Go to the trading cards channel, send your deck list there, include rate my deck in the message. If you need a reminder, there's a pinned message in that exact chat that will explain it to you as well. Sorry, chat, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to pump up the masses or whatever. I don't even know. The priority real time. Boomski. Boomski. Ugh. Is it better? Is it any better? How are we doing? How are we feeling? Is it any better? Oh, what's up, my dude? Yeah, I haven't seen a bunch of faces. It was Iceman telling me that y'all have been having some great games. I gotta get in there soon. Ruling question that regarding Czech lands. Wait, what does that even say? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a judge. I don't know if you guys think I appreciate that's a compliment in a way if you think but I don't know rulings like that off the top of my head. Maybe somebody in chat knows. If somebody in chat knows, try to give this person a little help. If not, I would just Google it. I don't know that ruling off the top of my head. I would like to be a judge one day though. I wouldn't mind. Looks perfect. It's looking good. So if I hit you with the, because to me it still looks a little delayed, but maybe if as long as it's good over there. Oh wait, let me watch. Oh, see, it's looking fine to me. It looks fine to me. Why are you punching me? I had to test it out. Don't worry, it wasn't personal. It wasn't personal. I had to test things out. There was a test. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop and start the recording again. That was 5 minutes of me fucking around. Do a backflip? No. Okay. Chat, everybody say hi to YouTube. We are recording. Are we ready? Is everybody ready? Today, we are looking at more commander decks because you guys have sent me so many commander decks. It's absolutely insane. I actually have no idea how I'm going to find the time to get through all of them, but I'm excited to keep looking through decks. I'm excited to keep rating decks. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And also make sure you catch a live stream because the live stream is way cooler. And all the people in the chat right now are looking down upon you because they're cooler. Anyways. Chat, the first deck we have today is a Glunch deck, and I like Glunch. Are you glunching it? If you don't know, Glunch the Bestower is a 1 mana, a green, and a white that says it is a legendary jellyfish flying creature with, at the beginning of your end step, choose a player. They put 2 1/1 counters onto 1 creature they control. Choose a second player to draw a card, then choose a third player to create 2 treasure tokens. I love Glunch. I love Glunch. When I first got into Magic the Gathering, Glunch was something I really wanted to build. I kind of don't like green-white. I don't really like blue-white. I don't like a lot of like the white combos. I'll play white if red or black is involved. I'm not a big, this isn't like my area of the game anymore, I don't think. But oh my God, do I love Glunch. I do have a, I have a Miss Bumbleflower deck that I was gifted, and I had to throw Glunch in there immediately. I love Glunch. I love the idea of a group hug. I like group hug decks. I like group slug decks. I like them as long as they aren't the decks that are like trying to act like they're innocent. Don't be the guy who's like, what, dude, I'm just giving you cards. It's not helping me at all. It's just going to win me the game. But, oh, dude, I love Glunch. Yeah, I mean, I can't, these are, I have this thing where I go through a lot of people's creatures and I see them and I go, yeah, you know what? That's the kind of creatures I would expect in this deck. Like there's not a lot of deep thinking. It's like, yeah, dude, you're making tokens. Why not throw Academy Manufacturer? Mana Dork. Actually this one, creatures can't attack you. All right, 6 mana. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of ass, but I think this is a bracket 2 deck, so I can't hate. Never mind, this is a bracket 4 deck. How often am I gonna do that? Okay. All right. This is like the 5th time I'm like so off by my judgments. Bracket 4 Glunch is crazy. All right. We got Flumph. Oh my God. If you guys don't know who Flumph is almost as cool as Glunch. I love Flumph. Hunted Wumpus. Are we making shit up? Are we absolutely fucking around? Hunted Wumpus? That's a Dr. Seuss rhyme. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Kami. Wait, is this the one where I'm trying to look at the other printings of this card. All right, it don't matter much. I'm pretty sure my buddy's looking to pick up this card right now, but it doesn't look like the card that I'm thinking of doesn't look like this. So I'm wondering if it's just like a different printing. I move around so much. I'm trying to make sure. I've been editing the videos. Oh God. I've noticed multiple times, if you guys go and watch the current videos out on YouTube and the one that's gonna come out tomorrow, and probably the one that'll come out after that. There are so many times where I'm just like this. Yeah, guys. So this thing, and it's because I have my camera set up a certain way, but I move. I'm like, I be doing shit, and like so often I'll just be like, I somehow get down here. I don't know what it is, but I get down. So I gotta look out for that. I gotta make sure. Chat, call me out on it. If I'm fading out of frame, call me out on it. That's demonic looking. I don't know if I like that. I got a serious question, and maybe this is gonna sound crazy, but does group hug even work at bracket 4? Like, can you even bring group hug to a bracket 4 table and not just get fucking stomped? I like group hug, but to me, group hug feels like a bracket 2, bracket 3 thing. No, again, I don't play a lot of bracket 4. Weirdly, I play more 2. I play like 2, 3, and 5. I've been new to 5, but I don't play a lot of bracket 4, so I'm not trying to be like, no, it does not, and that's why I love it. It does not play good against bracket 4. That you did, or what are you responding to? That's funny. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking at the deck, it doesn't seem like there's anything. Is there anything besides 4 game changers that makes it bracket 4? Like, do we got some early game combos, or I know there's no land hate. That's what group hug in any table is all about, running interaction and politics. That's just group hug. This is what playing group hug is. Group hug is, can I talk to my opponents enough that they're going to believe my bullshit? And then when they don't believe my bullshit, will I have an answer to them in my hand? That is playing group hug. It's also what I think playing group slug is. When I play my Nekusar or some of my Ob Nixilis lists, I'll be sitting there looking at people like, nah, dude, I'm just trying to give you some extra cards. But I'm praying to God I draw the card that's going to make me go crazy. Every time. It's part of Commander. You're not going to tell everybody you want to win, but you want to win. Icecrown Scepter. Everybody lives. Everybody lives. All creatures gain hexproof and indestructible to the end of turn. Players gain hexproof to the end of turn. Players can't lose life. So you want to imprint this onto the Scepter. Imprint, whenever it enters the battlefield, you may exile an instant with value 2 or less. So basically, it's just like spam cast everybody lives. But how do you win at that point? How on earth do you win at that point? It feels like it's like, all right, I'll stall this game out until you guys give up, but I don't have a win con. And hey, if you don't have a win con, that's fair, and I respect it. I am not hating. Group hug for the win at that point, but I actually want Joel to win. I also want Joel to win. I'm Joel's #1 fan. I'm genuinely Joel's #1 fan. I want him to have the utmost love in life, and I wish him nothing but I almost said nothing but farewell because I read it. Nothing but success and prosperity in life. It's not meant to win. It's a social experiment. Holy fuck, is that the attitude we need to have when we're building decks? I like that. I'm a fan of that attitude. The win con is the smile on their opponents' faces. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel happy. All right. Well, this is a fun deck. I feel like so many decks I'm hating on their brackets. And maybe this is just a problem with the bracket system. But I feel like if you just took out one of the game changers, this deck would be an immaculate bracket 3 deck. But at this point, it just feels like a very goofy, silly bracket 4 deck that is going to make them hate you if you get to do your thing. And if you don't get to do your thing, well, you'll shuffle up and try again. I'm gonna just give this one a deck out of deck. This is gonna get a solid oatmeal raisin bran syrup out of barbecue sauce. And you know what? We're gonna have to move on to the next one. Yeah, I do love the idea of a scrawling crawler. Kind of go crazy. I love cards like this. I do love scrawling crawler, razor kidney lead. You got me. You got me. These are my kind of cards. And you know what? If you hate me, I don't care. You can judge me. I'm rating you. I'm judging you guys. You judge me right back. I don't care. These are my favorite kind of cards. I love giving people extra draws, but hurting them. It's fun. All right, well, that was a fun deck to start. A nice little simple one. This gets a peace and love out of Joel, in my opinion. Okay. All right, that's a fair opinion. That's a fair Joel. That's a fair Joel. All right. Let's pull up the next deck. Give me a second to find it. All right, this is what I thought it was. Chat, if you know me, I've talked highly on the Commander Blim. Blim is fun. We're hating on the bracket system with these rankings. No, it's more, there's no real hating. At the end of the day, like, there's absolutely zero hating unless you're playing like some fuck shit. But it's more like there are certain decks that I think get considered like bracket 4. Like that last one was considered bracket 4, but I don't really actually think it's a bracket 4 deck. It felt more like a bracket 3 deck that had 4 game changers. Like you take one game changer out, and I think it's easily a bracket 3 deck, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like playing with bracket. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not really hating. Is it Blim me boy? It is your Blim D. It is your Blim. All right, so this next deck is Blim me ball. I love Blim. I wanted to build a Blim deck, but I kind of just never did. I have one for my I have one for Tabletop Simulator, but I sadly don't have one in real life. Maybe I'll make a Blim deck soon. I think Blim is so funny. If you don't know what Blim Comedic Genius does, Blim is a 2 and Rakdos, and you get a legendary flying imp that says whenever Blim Comedic Genius deals combat damage to a player, that player deals... I cannot speak today, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just going to restart that. I'm sorry, you Twitch viewers and stream viewers. I'm restarting. Because that was a bunch of yap, and these are... I'm trying to make videos. I'm sorry. All right, Blim Comedic Genius is 2, a black and a red. You get a legendary imp who has flying and says whenever Blim Comedic Genius deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of target permanent you control. Then each player loses life and discards cards equal to the number of permanents they control but don't own. Oh my god, is Blim funny. It's like Blim, the saddest thing about Blim, and I mean this with my whole heart, is Blim is basically just a worse Beamtown Bullies. I hate to say it. Blim is just not that good of a, like, it's not as good as Beamtown Bullies, and Beamtown Bullies also gets access to green. But I love the goofy, funny imp. It's so funny. What? Yeah, Blim's sick. I think Blim is so cool. I really like Blim. I made a TikTok about Blim, and people also really liked Blim. But yeah, I just have this this large this devil on my shoulder that basically is like, yeah, this is just like a little bit worse than Beamtown Bullies. But still, I think Blim is sick. So if you don't understand what Blim's trying to do, you're trying to summon something that sucks ass, hit your friend, and then give it to them. I think it's funny. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There's a lot of things you can just like, there's a lot of things you can throw in your deck for this that are just so stupid and completely mess up the entire game. And it's just, it's funny. It's just funny. You think Plague Reaver and Midnight Oil are the funny cards? Here, we'll look at those ones first. Plague Reaver, you said, is funny. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice each other creature you control. Discard 2 cards, sacrifice Plague Reaver, choose target opponent, return Plague Reaver to the battlefield under that player's control. Oh, Oh, I think Plague Reader. Yeah, that's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. I almost think it would be better if it just had the top line of text. Like if all it said was at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice each creature you control. This would be disgusting. But that other effect's kind of funny. Oh, wait, what was the other one? Midnight Oil. Midnight Oil. Where's the oil? Where's the oil? Oh, here it is. Midnight Oil enters the battlefield with 7-hour counters on it. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card and remove 2-hour counters from Midnight Oil. Your hand size is equal to the number of hour counters on Midnight Oil. Whenever you discard, oh my god, that's so fucking evil. That is so evil. Jesus. That's evil. I love it. Do you have the... Because when I was building this deck, I had a lot of ideas. Do you have the one thing that just says like you can't cast creature spells? You don't. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not hating. That was just something I wanted to put in. There's this one artifact. I think it's 3 mana. It's an artifact creature. It says you can't cast creature spells, and that is so funny to me. Imagine throwing one of those over to your buddies, and they just can't do anything. ABD. List is a lot of bulk. That's fair. That's fair. Big horse. Steel Golem. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Thank you. I think it's so fun for a Blim deck. I would easily throw it in there. There's also another card called Trojan Horse, which is very funny to me. I think that'd be a fun add to a Blim deck. Thank you for the follow. Trisk Guide to... Do you guys know this card has like... What is it? Is it like 13 in like a bunch of different ways? Like there's 13 drops of blood, there's 13 rocks, there's 13 logs, there's 13 things on the arch, there's 13 something else. There's 13 in like a million different ways on this card. Maybe it's like 13 13s. I don't know the exact lore, but you guys know this art has like a bunch of like little things like that. I think it's really cool. I think that's very cool. There's so many words on this card. It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh my god. I'm not even reading it. I'm not going to read that. Yep, Dictate of the Twin Gods. I want to find this and add this to my Nekusar deck. I know I own one. For all the people asking where you submit a deck, it's in the Discord trading card channel. Join the Discord, and if you can't find it on your own and you ask around, I'm sure somebody in there will help you. Starting with you, each player separates all permanents he or she controls into 3 piles. Then each player chooses one of his or her piles at random and sacrifices those. That's kind of funny. A little red shenanigan. I like it. Wheel of Misfortune, that feels good in this deck. I feel like that makes sense. See, what sucks, I feel like and I know you said you built a lot of this from bulk, but I'm assuming you probably had a very similar thing where it's like there's not a lot of gifts you want. Like it's hard to like manage like gifts that are gonna like hurt you that you want on your field that you can give with Blim. That's why I like, or I don't know if I like, but that's why I think Beamtown Bullies is just the better version of Blim because it's stuff from your graveyard. I love all the wheel stuff. As someone who plays Necker, sorry, I mean, I gotta love wheels. But yeah, Wheel of Misfortune's fun. It's a very fun card. I remember like the very first time I played that, I think it was my girlfriend didn't understand how it worked. I read it out loud like 5 times. I let everybody read it. People were still confused. It happens. Like life goes on. But she chose like 30 and she had like 10 life left. And it was one of the moments where I'm like, are we like, do you want to go back? Like, oh god, it was so funny. I don't even, that was good. That was good. Yeah, I think this deck is I'm going to it's a bracket 2 deck. I was informed it was made with bulk, so I'm not judging it too hard, but I do think it's missing a lot of targets for Blim that you really want to give away. But hey, maybe this is really just group hug. Maybe you're giving away good things. Maybe you're not evil, and maybe I'm just evil and that doesn't make sense to my brain that you would want to give away good things. I don't know. I think this deck is I'll be honest, I can kind of tell the whole like I finished it with bulk thing because there's a lot of random cards. There's a lot of random cards that have 0 synergy. But that's kind of what a good bracket 2 deck is. Grab a bunch of stuff from what you got on the shelf and go play. So I can't hate on this. I think it's just like I say this a lot, but I actually mean this. I think it is really just a good deck out of deck. This is just like, hey, this is a fun little thing you can bring to a low power table and have fun with your friends. And there's nothing wrong with that. Unleash minigames and politics. No, this is sick. That's a fun deck. I like Blim. I really do. I'm a big fan of Blim. We got a lot more decks. Hold up, I'm hearing my dog making some noise. I'll make sure everything's chill. Sorry guys, I'm dipping a lot. I'm doing a lot of dilly dallying. I apologize. Hope you guys are bearing with me. What's going on? Little dude was just rolling around with his toy a lot, but it sounded like some shit was breaking. My fault. My fault. I gotta ask this, and I mean this in the nicest way. What does a watermelon mean? What on earth does a watermelon mean? I thank you. I appreciate the watermelon. This is how I used to feel when I streamed on TikTok. I don't know like how to thank you. I don't know how to thank people for what I'm seeing. It's a watermelon. But that's I'm assuming that's something that isn't just a like. So whatever that is, I appreciate it. What is a watermelon? You gave me the water. You don't even know what the watermelon is? Oh. So now we're really lost. Not to get political or anything, but what the fuck is a watermelon? No, but like dead ass. Like, okay, so like the person who sent, how did you send it? Because now I'm really confused. I wasn't understanding before. But now you're telling me you sent one and you don't even know what it is? Then what the fuck is going on in here, man? Oh, God. All right, let me pull up the next deck while we figure out the watermelon situation. Thank you for the watermelon, whatever that means. So it's a gift. I'm guessing that meant money. So I very much appreciate that, Dan. You guys, that's going out of your all way to support the stream. I appreciate you guys for doing stuff like that, subscribing, all that stuff. That is not required, but it is appreciated. It's 500 bits. Is bits on YouTube the same as bits on Twitch? Thank you for the 500 bits. Bro, I'm trying to upload a new deck on Moxie. I just hear a crash out of a watermelon. I'm just confused. I just want to understand. I think it depends on if it's seedless or seeds. Okay, that makes sense. That's my favorite comment so far. I think it depends on if it's seedless or seeds. Have I skipped any decks? I feel like I did. We did Vrestin, we did the Giddy Up Rog, we did all of these, we did the Piss deck. Oh, here's one we didn't do. Here's one we didn't do. Okay, cool. This is the last. I think we are officially done with the first day of submissions after this one, which is kind of cool. If you're me, I feel like we're getting there. I feel like we're getting there. All right. So this deck is called Cascade Craze Sorcy, the Not Creature concept deck, TBD. I don't know how to solve this puzzle yet. Okay, that was a mouthful. So this deck isn't even done. Wait, is this deck done? Okay, it's done. I think this Ashaya card will be fun. If you guys haven't seen, Ashaya Enduring Bond is a legendary sorcery that says you excuse me, that says discover I'm sorry, it is one, a red and a green, and it says discover X, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. Ashaya's Enduring Bond can also be your commander. So they made this legendary sorcery a commander. Very cool. How many people do you want to bet are gonna forget how legendary sorceries work? If you don't know, legendary sorceries do require you to own a legendary creature or planeswalker. And I have a feeling so many people are going to build this deck, not remember that, get to 3 mana, have 0 creatures on board, and say they cast this when they don't. And then get really mad that their deck doesn't do the thing they want it to do. But this is actually one of the cards I'm like the most excited for Mystery Booster. I think it's very funny. I think this deck is sick. I like this commander. I think Ashaya is a very cool one. I like the idea of them throwing a sorcery as a commander, and it's just better every time you cast it. You cast it the first time, it goes back, and then now it's a Discover 5, and then it'll be a Discover 7, and then Discover 9, and then like sure it's a ton of mana, but it's just going crazy. It's just going crazy. No, I think this is cool. Yeah, you would definitely run Roger in this deck. If we don't see Roger, like that's the first thing I'm saying to add. So this is bracket 4. So we definitely also need to hold this one to a little bit of a higher standard. Everyone might get brain wiped. Just forget how legendary. Yeah, exactly. Candelabra, 26. Okay, so this is not a. That's either you have proxies or you play this on tabletop, I'm guessing. Holy. Is this the card that got banned recently that people were talking about? Monks. Yeah, I mean it's just like all the normal artifacts you'd see in most higher level decks. But what is this Meteoric Mace? 6 mana, equipped creature gets +4/+0 and trample. Oh, it has Cascade. It has Cascade. So whenever you discover it, you Cascade. Boom. I'm guessing a lot of these cards are either they make mana or they cascade. As I said that sentence, I read Apex Devastator, which if you don't know, Apex Devastator says cascade, 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 cascade. It's also a 10/10. Apex Devastator is a very funny card. Yeah, I'm counting Cascade, 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 Cascade. How many times can I say Cascade? That's this deck. That's what this deck does. This deck cascades, or it looks at the top of your deck, or it makes mana to cascade. I can't hate on that. It's a fun deck. That's a fun deck, and it's exact. This is very. A lot of these cards are what I would throw in this deck. So. Pretty cool. The one thing I am noticing, and maybe I just haven't seen too many yet, I've counted like 3 legendary creatures. I've only counted like 3 legendary creatures. So I have a feeling you're gonna fall into the same pit that I was just talking about, where people did not read the first line of reminder text on this card. So out of your creatures, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 legendary creatures. And you need one before you can even cast your commander. Are there a bunch of planeswalkers? Oh, wait, no, there's more creatures. Wait, what happened? Oh, these are the maybe board? There's 150. Oh. Okay, real quick. Going into the maybe board, you gotta add Bergie. You want some, yeah. Electro, sure, more legendary, sure. I didn't realize you had a maybe board bigger than the deck. We're not gonna go through all that. That'd take us too long here. But off a quick glance, you do want Bergie. This deck looks like it would be gas, but I think I like predicted it on accident. I genuinely think I predicted it on accident. This is just like, hey, you're barely gonna be able to cast the commander unless you have one of your 5 legendary creatures on the board. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's just genuinely my only note. Genuinely, you gotta throw Roger in. Ruby's another one. Who's Burger? I love the Roger and the Ruby. I think those are both immediate ads. I also love Squee the Immortal. I think that's an amazing recommendation. Squee, Roger, and Ruby are all great recommendations. Who's Burger? Bergie. Oh, Bergie. Yeah, definitely throw Bergie in there. Bergie, Rograk, Ruby. I think Squeeze a great one. Those are all great ideas. Yeah, this deck just needs more legendary creatures. I think this may be another person. Dude, Ragavan. I mean, this is already an expensive deck. You're probably playing this on Tabletop Simulator. Throw Ragavan in this bitch. Ragavan's legendary. You just need more legendary creatures so that you are actually able to cast your commander. That's my only note. I actually really think, like, I would take out a lot of these creatures that are just kind of, I know the Cascade's cool, and I think I would keep like Noise Machine. I'm a fucking 40k fan. I just said that. Are you serious? I would definitely keep stuff like Noise Marines, keep Enduring Vitality. You're definitely keeping Delighted Halfling and Dragon Rage Channeler and Sticker Goblin you want, and all these things that's a Cascade, Hexing Squelcher. A lot of creatures here you want, right? But I mean, like, I'm sure you could get rid of stuff like Savage Ventmaw. Like, it's good, but it's not amazing, and you need more legendaries. You need more legend. You really do. To the person spamming asking me to look at your deck, I go in order. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I think this deck is cool. Very cool deck. I'm just gonna rate this. Add more legendaries out of Where is Roger? McDonald's? I don't know. I think this is cool. I like it. Let's look at the maybe. We didn't talk about the deck a lot, so let's peek at the maybe board. Out of the maybes so far, I immediately think Badgermole Cub, yes. Bergie, yes. D-SWAT, I think you always want to add in a good deck. These are very expensive planeswalkers. I'm not sure about them. Dual Caster Mage is a maybe. Depends on how high the power you're going. I would prefer Electro over stuff like that one Dinosaur I told you to cut. Lelia is pretty good. I love Professional Facebooker. There's Ragavan. Definitely add Ragavan. Maybe Raphael, but I don't know if it really fits the synergy. I'm just not sure. Definitely add Shang-Chi, bro. Legendary creature that gives mana, but like, yes. 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 You want stuff like this. 100%. Yeah. Peeking at the maybe board, a lot of the legendary creatures you got in there definitely add over some of these like generic low to the ground stuff. That's just my opinion. Cool deck though. I like that one. I like that one. I know it's a work in progress. So some of these like bulk decks or work in progress decks, I'm trying not to judge as hard, but I am going to give my honest opinion still. And especially if you are trying to make it better, I will try to give you some tips. At least what I think works. Okay. I gotta figure out what the next deck is. I'm pretty sure it's my dude Iceman Sauron deck.
Yes.
Thank you for the follow. I promise you no decks got skipped. If you sent a deck and you think it got skipped, either A, probably didn't get there yet, or B, you didn't put rate my deck in the message, which at that point, I'm sorry, but you do gotta do that. I've been yapping about it. I've been saying it on repeat. It is in all the pin messages and all that stuff. So make sure you do it. When do these submissions date back until like 4 days ago? I started doing this like 4 days ago. This is a very new concept. So we got. Did we do the Taval deck? I don't know if we did this Taval deck. No, we did not. Okay, so we got this one and then we got the Sauron deck. All right, cool. Technically there's one between the Sauron deck, but that is Mari, and one of your decks we already looked at today. There's multiple all right. Hello, everybody in the chat is very excited. I know that. But I hope everybody stays patient and
Yes.
and we all are cool about things taking time because I'm just one man. All right, we got this Taval deck. I don't know. Oh, I know what decks we've done. Trust me. I know where we are. It's more of a I gotta sometimes open them because all I see is a little picture on my third monitor. Okay. I have a weird memory. I'm very good with like imagery and stuff like that, but I do forget like if you tell me your name and I don't like say it like 50 times, I'll forget it. Like that kind of shit. But I'm going off of like the images of the decks. The thing is, that was one where There's a couple of commanders where we've had multiple commanders submitted, and at this point those ones are bleeding in a bit, so I just gotta click through and see who submitted it. Or usually the names, ironically, I'm remembering a little better because I have not remembered reading I am the Dirt Man, where is your dirt? Anyways, this deck is called I am the Dirt Man, where is your dirt? That's a funny name. So by the way, what do we call this? Do we call it Teevil or Taval? Because I thought it was Taval. My girlfriend calls it Teevil. I don't know who's right. I like actually have no idea who is right in this, who's correct. I just always thought it was Taval. To me, Taval looks more right, but also there is only one L. But Teevil, to me, if it was Teevil, it'd be Teavle. Taval. I also think it's Taval. Have a good night, dude. Appreciate you for popping in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. It's not like one of them things where like it really matters. But I always am like, am I saying it right? Anyways, I've had a lot of experience playing against Taval. I think Taval is very, very good. I think this might just be the best Sultai commander that exists. But if you don't know, Taval, the balanced scale is 1, a black, a green, and a blue for a legendary spirit dragon with flying that says whenever Taval attacks, mill 3 cards, then you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Oh my god, does this get out of hand so easily? When people tell you that like commanders nowadays are like all-in-one packages, I think Taval here is such a good example. Taval is able to do the thing you want to do. He's very good at attacking. He's a flying creature. He's cheap. He's only 4 mana. He mills the creatures that he needs to go to the graveyard, and then he takes creatures out of the graveyard, which is his own engine to make other guys. He has an engine built in, and he has the gasoline for the engine as well. He is everything. He is what you need in a commander, and I think this card is insanely strong. 4 mana for what it does is gas. Oh my, this card is so tiny. Oh, is this a everybody mills kind of thing? I think my girlfriend plays this Nissa. Do you play the... Yep, Colossal Grave Reaver is probably the best, or Grave Reaver is, did I say that? Is probably the best card in this deck if you ask me. It also does what you want from Teevil. No, I said Teevil. It also does what you want from Taval, but it can like do so many combos that just keep going and going and going and going. And it combos so well and makes a bunch of zombies. So basically you're gonna just like make zombies and then do more shit and then make zombies and then do more shit and then make zombies. And if you can like, yeah, I don't know, it's just so good. It's just so good because you're gonna mill cards, make zombies, mill cards, make zombies. Like the more you can do that, like, this card's great. I know it's 8 mana, but oh my god, it's so strong if you can get it going with some stuff. You get Grave Reaver Taval and like one thing that mills whenever you like make a creature, or like whenever a creature enters, mill cards. Gas. Absolute gas. I don't remember the name, but there is a creature that's like whenever a creature enters, or whenever something leaves your graveyard, mill 2 cards or something like that, and it just combos so well. Icefall Explorer is one of the best cards they've made recently, I feel like. For like so many formats. It's good in Commander, it's good in Standard. I'm sure it's good elsewhere. MODOK, that's funny. I think Mole Man's gas. The Overlords are cool. 6. 7. Taval is a dragon girl. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. I will make sure I don't fuck that up again. I'm trying, bro. I literally have this exact printing of this card. I'm trying to get rid of it. That's so funny. Gitrog monster. Oh my god, that printing is cursed. I love the little cute frog dude who eats people. White of the Reliquary. While drafting Mothman. What does that mean? Dude, this is so funny. Amulet of Vigor. Amulet of Vigor. Very good card, right? Amazing. People know it's good in Modern. I don't know if it's good in other formats, but it's good in Modern. It's good in Commander. Amazing card, right? Expensive card. I got a buddy who just got into Commander. He's playing Toph the Metalbender. And we were talking, he goes, yeah, dude, if I ever got an expensive card, the first one on my list is this Amulet of Vigor. It looks really good. Yeah, dude, it's fucking gas. Yeah, it is good. 1 mana, everything comes in and it untaps. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Amulet of Vigor is some gas. But it is expensive. I ended up telling him, like, get, what is it, Eventide Explorer or something like that. I told him to just get that because I was like, you're so new, dude. You don't need to be spending that much money on a single right now. But hey, if you really like it, eventually maybe pick one up. Maybe. Dude, Cauldron of Essence is gas. I think this card is so good. I think this card is so good. I'm not gonna lie, this Exploration Brood ship I think is really bad. I like this card. I like the idea of this card, I should say. Every time I've played it, it just does not feel good to play. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. Maybe I don't know. It is easy to play 1 mana and get to the station of playing an extra land on each of your turns. It just feels like this is like such a big target for like not that much of a payoff. I don't know. I almost feel like I'd rather just play. I guess with Ice Till it's great, but I'd rather just play something like Ice Till. Maybe I gotta play this more. Maybe when I stopped playing it, I was making a mistake. Hedge Shredder. I think I just pulled one of these recently. Almost makes it good bait, I guess. You might be right. I don't know. Maybe I was just like not satisfied with how I was playing. Maybe I'll have to give it another try. I think this Planetary or Wild Teton would be so cool if it wasn't 6 mana. I want a Soul Stone. I own a Mind Stone. I'd rather have a Soul Stone. Oh my god. Every time I see this card hit the board, I know some shit's about to go down. Yeah, this is another good one. I mean, it has to combo with the... I almost said the dude. So I'm like reading the card again. It's got a combo, bro. It's got the same name as the commander. It's got a combo. Meathook Massacre is a card I would love to own, but it's so expensive and I don't want to buy one. Yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. This looks like a more expensive version of the deck that I play against a lot. And I have some personal biases against it because, man, is it strong. But I'm not going to lie, out of like all my girlfriend's decks that are strong, she's got some gross ones. And this one's like not bad to play against. It's fun to play against. You see what's coming. It's strong. When you get the graveyard combos going and you get 1,000,000 zombie druids in 1 turn, it's so strong. But I don't know, it's a fun deck. There's a lot of decks that are strong and not fun to play against. I think this one is lucky to not be in that boat. It's strong, it's fun to play against, and I'm sure it's fun to play. I'm gonna give this one a we need more land out of zombie druids. At this point, the rating system is falling through the cracks, and I'm not going to sit here and try to save it. I am the dirt, man. Where is your dirt? Somebody asked me, what does the rating system mean? You goddamn fool. You think there's meaning in the words? I'm just a yapper. Totally got distracted. This deck gets a good dirt out of dirt for me. Fair. Very fair and very based. This has been a highly dilly-dallied stream. I gotta be honest. As much as I'm enjoying rating these decks, I've genuinely fallen off the deep end of dilly and dallying. All right, this is a Sauron deck. Sauron? We're pulling that up. Oh my god. I'm already getting tired. What time is it? 8:40. Dude, I'm an old man. Oh my god. I need to be whisked to a old folk home. Holy shit. Sorry, I got a peek at this deck before everybody else did and it scared me. So this is Sauron Voltron. Sauron Voltron. Sauron the Dark Lord. If you don't know, very popular commander, very cool. Also a part of a very niche book series. I've never heard of him. Sauron is a legendary artifact, legendary avatar horror that has ward sacrifice a legendary artifact or legendary creature. And then whenever an opponent casts a spell, you amass Orcs 1. Whenever an army you control deals combat damage to a player, the ring tempts you. And whenever the ring tempts you, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 4 cards. Oh my god, what else does he do? Yeah, Buddy does a lot. I mean, it's 6 mana. So he better do a lot, to be honest. A 6 mana commander is a huge commitment. But I play Smaug, who is a 7 mana commander, and I'm fine with it. So give and take. You're in black red. There's so many ritual spells. So 7 mana, 6 mana is not that bad. So it's Voltron. So it's just, I'm guessing it's a bunch of stuff that just you're trying to pump up your guy. Okay, I can't read that. I do kind of know it's a stealing card. Whenever you cast a spell, draw 4 cards. Oh god damn, this deck is evil. What the fuck? Holy shit. Yeah, this is what if I threw a deck with like a lot of evil shit together. Oh my god. Jesus. So we got Sheoldred, Maha, Kozilek, and we've gotten halfway through the creatures. Jesus. Yeah, some standard sorceries, I'm gonna be honest. Nothing I wouldn't expect. These are all good cards. Counterspell, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the amount of interactions tiny in this deck. I mean, you got Cyclonic Rift, got to add more evil to the deck. Holy shit, is this a deep bracket 4 deck? You got Amulet of Vigor in this? Holy shit. Yeah, lore accurate, the amount of evil in this deck. Jesus. Holy fuck. See, I think it's the first bracket 4 deck that we've seen that is like very deep in bracket 4 and is not like on a line. Like, I think this is a deck that would be like close to bracket 5 if it was like a bracket 5 strategy. It's not, but we got like so many strong cards, and maybe it's not close to bracket 5 because we really aren't. But like, I've seen so many bracket 4 decks while we've been going through these things that are like, we have 4 game changes and that's why it's bracket 4. But I mean, this deck has like what, 6, it has 7 game changers. It's running like one of like the most popular commanders. It's running all the like big fuck you cards. Ristic Study. Yeah, One Ring. Yeah, this deck is definitely made to do some damage. I mean, bro, you even got some crazy lands. Some time and some effort was put into this deck to make it do some work. This would be a fun deck to run in a bracket 4 pod for sure. I could see this being a fun bracket 4 deck. What's the mana curve? Very high on 3. Very fun to build, I'm sure. Grixis stuff is fun. Grixis stuff is fun. A lot of this shit is gross. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, you got Ristic Study. We got Shieldred and Kozilek and I mean, I feel like I'm Cyclonic Rift. Like, we got a lot of these gross things that are just gonna like fuck up the board. But hey, dude, it looks fun. I've made it look right. Yeah, exactly. Nah, that's sick. Very cool. This is a cool deck. Just glancing through the lands. Very cool. Classic Evil. I'm like scrolling through, seeing if I missed any sauce. Gets a Joel out of Evil from me. Mox Opal's not a game changer? I didn't know that. I didn't know that Mox Opal wasn't a game changer. Another card I would love to own, but holy fuck do I not have the money for that shit. Same with Mana Vault. Would love to own Mana Vault. Don't have the money for that shit. Dude, Torment of Hailfire. I need to pick up so bad. This is the next card I'm like saving up some extra cash to pick up. I want it so bad for my Smog deck. Oh my god. I played it on Tabletop Simulator a lot. It's such a fun card to use. I play it in my Fire Lord Ozai Phoenix King, or it was just Ozai Phoenix King deck. It's such a good card. In a deck where I have like 30 health sometimes, or 30 floating mana. Well, I can't talk tonight. In a deck where I'll have like 30 floating mana, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna cast Torment of Hailfire. X is 28. Go stupid with it. Oh my god, it's great. It's so great. I love this card. Sadly, I don't own one in real life, but I love it. It's so fun. I like it. If I play with on Tabletop Simulator, I will run this card in any deck that it can. I'm a very big fan of this. I'm a very big fan. And it's not a card that you use until you're gonna win with it. It's not like this thing where you're trying to nuke the board with it. You're just going for a win. You're like, hey, I'm gonna cast this enough times where it's like you could discard as many cards as you want. You could sacrifice things. You're dead, buddy. You're dead. I love this card. I love it. I need it for my Smaug deck. I really do. I think this card would be gas in Smaug. Alright, this was a good deck. It was very fun. Good bracket 4 deck. I feel like for a long time we've seen bracket 4 decks and they haven't really been bracket 4. I think it's a solid... We're in B4. We're having a good time using powerful cards, but we're not like winning on turn 2. Which to me is what bracket 4 feels like. It's like the playground for strong as shit, but we're still gonna have like a bracket 3 length of a game. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong there. I know it's like no rules, but like how do you go no rules and then CEDH, right? Definitely feel free to throw some CEDH decks in there. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been getting the CEDH a little. Tim Nadargo. It's backwards. Look at that. This is my CEDH deck. It's a lot of proxies. I don't own most of these cards, but this is my CEDH deck. Tim Nadargo is sick. I'm new to CEDH, but I'm learning. I think Tim Nadargo is so fun. I do play Ob Nixilis in CEDH a little bit too, but Tim Nadargo is cool. Yeah. I'm definitely not spending all that money on. It's the only deck I actually proxy for. I don't proxy for any of my other decks, but CEDH, dude, I was like, I just want to have a CEDH deck on, like, you know, to have. I started with my Ob Nixilis deck because I love Ob Nixilis. If you guys know me, I play a lot of Ob Nixilis. So I upgraded it into like a CEDH version, and then I played it a few times, which is fun. I like it, but I liked the idea of not just I like Tim Nadargo. Tim Nadargo is a fun idea, and I have been trying to get better at it because it's a harder deck to play. Maybe it's just because I know how, I just punched the hell out of my mic. Maybe it's just because I know a lot more about Tim Nadargo, or about Ob Nixilis and Tim Nadargo. But yeah, if you could have a non-proxy CEDH deck, I'm impressed. True. Yeah, we gotta get more CEDH games in though. We Chad, if you don't know, we also hold games, Magic games in the Discord on Tabletop Simulator and on Convoke. We got 2 tables for chats so far, but if we get enough people doing games, I can make more. Feel free to shoot a message in the Discord trying to get people for a game and hop in the VC and get games in at any time. I would love for my Discord to be a place where more people can get games. Me and my girlfriend also try to start a lot of games in there all the time. D is in the chat. D can attest we run games. Me and my dude Zach run a lot of games. I play games with a lot of y'all. It's fun. I feel like 74% of a deck is pretty good though, D. D's nuts. All right, chat. Well, I'm pulling up the next deck. I'm gonna yap about my last night. So yesterday we were playing Commander. Do you guys ever have one of those games where it's just like you're not doing anything for the entire game, and then out of nowhere you win? Because that was my game yesterday, or at least the first game we played. Basically, I was playing Nekusar. Nothing was going my way. Courtney ended up putting High Perfect Mercant out, blighted when I had like 2 creatures. I lost one of my biggest guys. And then she was really just like controlling the board. My shit was dying. And then when I finally started to get some stuff, my other buddy Donovan killed some, like was wiping the whole board of stuff. And it was just a game where I couldn't get anything on the board. But I had 2 enchantments on the board. The one where it's like Liliana's Curse, whenever an opponent discards a card, they take 2 damage. And the other one that's like kind of complicated, but it's like whenever an opponent discards a card, if it's a creature card, you make a zombie. If it's a land card, you add 2 black. And if it's neither of those, you draw a card. I don't remember the name of it, but I ended up having both those on the board. I top decked a Wheel of Fortune card, not Wheel of Fortune itself, but a card like it. Played it, Waste Not, that's the card I'm talking about. Yes, played the Wheel of Fortune like card, did a bunch of damage to everybody, made a bunch of mana, drew more cards, drew another Wheel of Fortune card, casted it, did it again, drew another one, casted it, won the game. And baby, I love that shit. It was like turn 9. I genuinely thought I was gonna lose that game, and somehow I won. I was doing nothing all game, dude. Genuinely did nothing the entire time. Oh god. I think if I had to guess how many real cards are in my CEDH deck, it's probably like 20. I think I'm probably at like 20 out of 100. I own a lot of the cards. Like I have a Hexing Squelcher. I have Hexing Squelcher in there, but it's not real. But I own 4 real ones and like stuff like that. Do you like the upcoming Master of the Universe Secret Lair? What's that? I haven't seen it. I have not seen that. Chat, is anybody going to MagicCon Atlanta? And is there any events that I should look out for? Me and Courtney are looking to maybe join another event, and I really just don't know like what else to look for. It's like we're doing a 2-headed giant event. I'm playing Ob Nixilis and she's playing Slimefoot. Not to get rid of our sauce. And then we're doing a sealed event, and I'm probably gonna join one of the standard events that are like on demand because I like standard. And we'll be playing Commander all weekend. But I think I want to do one more organized event. I don't know. That's just where I'm at. Oh, the He-Man one. I've been seeing it. It looks cool. It looks cool. I'm thinking about going to MagicCon. I am definitely going to MagicCon. I told everybody in the beginning of the stream. I'll say it again. If you guys don't know, we're going to MagicCon Atlanta. You guys want a token? Do you want to meet me? Go to MagicCon Atlanta. Come meet me. Come say hi. If I have tokens left, I'm giving them out to all of you. Join the events I'm in, and we can play Magic together, or just meet me in the Commander area, and we can play Commander together. And come say hi. Come get a token. Take a picture with me. I don't know. Whatever. I just want to meet as many people as possible and play Magic with as many people as possible for real. There will be more tokens. I have more tokens. These are just the only ones I can find right now, and I got more. But yeah, I'm really excited for MagicCon. I like the Zeta Secret Lair. I think the Zeta Secret Lair looks sick, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a bit of a cash grab. I don't know how much a pack costs, but Secret Lair packs. I thought the whole thing about Secret Lair is, yeah, it's expensive, but you know what you're getting. Now we're gambling in Secret Lair. You know, like, that's my biggest issue with it. I'm gonna be honest. $20 as well too. $20 for a pack. $20 for a single pack. Oh, it's like so close to being cool. Also, what the fuck is going on with that generous gift? Whoever came up with that art messed up in the head. Whoever approved the art messed up in the head. Whoever approved the art absolutely, utterly messed up in the head. Oh my God, get rid of that shit. Get rid of that shit. Made me so mad. It made me so mad. Why is that a thing? Why are we doing this? Yeah, it's a pregnant elephant. It's a pregnant elephant. So we're all clear. The thing I'm complaining about is a pregnant elephant. You will get it in Surge foil. I'm not even opening those packs. I'm gonna be so real. I think the art is cool on some of those cards. I'm not paying $20 to open 7 cards at random. Like maybe if my LGS had packs laying around and I could get it for MSRP, I would do it to support them in the same way where I bought like a collector for Strixhaven. But I don't need to spend that much money to gamble, dude. I'm chilling. I like cards. I like getting like a pack here and there. I like packs being the prizes for things. I like going to pre-release to get my pack opening fix out. And then like I'll usually take the prizes and open them up for y'all, but I'm not spending like that much money on packs like that. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. At this point, it's like they just don't care. There's no shame. Let's make money off the gambling addiction and move on, kind of thing. And I don't fucking know, dude. I don't even know. Insert cut to YouTube short of him opening exactly one pack. To be fair, it's pretty on brand and sounds like something I would do. So I can't hate. But hey, like I said, if I get my hands on one and it's not absurdly priced, maybe to support like a vendor, but I'm not going on the Secret Lair website and buying that. Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm a big fan of supporting the local vendors. So at the end of the day, if it's one of those things where it's like I'm spending a couple of bucks, but like it's at a shop that I frequent and I get a lot out of, I don't have a problem with that as much as just sending $20 to a company that's preying on me doing that. Thought Secret Lair is on the right path after the Miku deck. We're fucking with that. Chat, are we fucking with the Miku deck? I don't even know. This stream's been a lot more yappy than the other Rate My Deck streams, and I apologize if you guys have been wanting me to plow through the decks. But I'm enjoying talking to everybody. I'm enjoying having a good time. We're still going through decks. This is my kind of stream. We yap. We talk about a thing that we're all entertained by, and then we yap some more. That's the best kind of stream, if you ask me. We all talk about a thing we love together. What's a Vocaloid? No, you know what pissed me off? And I'm not even gonna like get too much into it. I made that post where I was like complaining that everybody just says like what a Vocaloid is and doesn't explain they don't explain the blue-haired anime girl at all, right? I made that post and I talked about it in the video, right? And I got a comment that was 3 paragraphs long explaining what Vocaloids are. And I don't know if they were doing it as a bit or not, but it was the funniest thing ever. Oh my God. In the post, I'm sitting there being like, and if one more person tells me what a Vocaloid is, but doesn't explain the blue-haired anime girl, I'm gonna crash out. And then somebody, in the most genuine tone, in the most mansplaining descriptive way ever, explains what Vocaloids are and what they do and like how they work, but doesn't talk about the blue-haired anime girl at all. And it was so long-winded. Oh, it was either like the funniest thing ever or that person really just did not know what was going on. Either way, I was dying. I was dying at that shit. I wanted to respond, but I couldn't respond in a way that I felt like was appropriate. I almost literally responded to them like, what the, I was gonna say what the fuck, but I didn't want them to be like, what what do you mean, bro? Oh God, that shit had me though. I was like, are you serious right now? 3 paragraphs with a detailed explanation of what a Vocaloid is. This has to be a bit. I have to be getting something. Somebody has to be fucking with me. It just has to be the case. Otherwise, I'm tweaking. Right, I can't wrap my head around that shit at all. Like, they have to be. It has to be a bit. It has to be a bit. There's no way at this point that I'm begging to hear what it means to be a Vocaloid, like in the sense of an anime character. And everybody goes, by the way, so what it is it's basically like OBS in a way where it's like it's an open source program and a bunch of people do this thing, and you basically get to like put in a thing and it makes me. Anyways, I'm gonna go refill my drink. We got like 1 to 2 more decks, maybe 3 more, maybe 5 more, maybe 17, maybe 1,000 more decks that we can look at tonight. I don't know. I'm not really tired. What time is it? It's 9. I definitely don't have more than like an hour left in me at most, but we'll look at some more stuff before bed for sure. I'm gonna go fill up my drink real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. In the meantime, can you guys explain what a Vocaloid is to me? I don't know. I'll be back.
Yays.
Sorry guys, my girlfriend got home. I wanted to talk to her for a little bit. I didn't realize she was going to be home at this point. All right, let's get the next deck pulled up. Did you guys appreciate chair time? All right, this deck. I mean, I guess that's right. And this, God, I'm tripped up. I'm trying to like say what I want to say, but I'm reading the name of the deck, and half of what the name of the deck is what I'm trying to say, and it's fucking up the words that are coming out of my mouth. This next deck is called In This Deck. I don't know what is going on. And also me, this guy, the person reading the thing, doesn't know what's going on. The commander of this deck is the Master Multiplied. The Master Multiplied is 4, a black and a red, for a legendary Time Lord Rogue who has Myriad. The legend rule doesn't apply to creature tokens you control, and triggered abilities you control can't cause you to sacrifice or exile creature tokens you control. So is this just like Myriad, but it's not Myriad? Why didn't we just make a new rule instead of giving it was this actually less words than just being like, this thing has Myriad type B, which does X, like, I don't know, maybe I'm over exaggerating. So this guy is just Myriad that doesn't care about half of the restrictions of Myriad. Is that it? Is that what's going on here? It's kind of cool. Another Doctor Who commander. A lot of Doctor Who commanders. I didn't even think there would be a Rakdos Doctor Who commander. I don't know why. Yeah, I guess it does more. It does more than just cancel out Myriad. So you're not wrong. It's for everything. It's not just for itself. Okay. Also works with like Mobilize pretty well, right? Cool. Combat Celebrant, the exact kind of card I would expect in this deck. This card is gross. It easily goes infinite is what I meant to say. Do you have Helm of the Host? You don't. Okay, so there's no infinite. So we are actually bracket 3. Nice. So maybe this is not the actual rabbit hole I want to go down, but what the hell are these weird ass robots with plungers for hands, and why are they so scary? Every time I see people talk about Doctor Who, these boner robots are like the scariest thing in the world, and they're like so weird. Delina's good. Ah. Don't know. They just like to say exterminate. Cool. Myriad Dragon. This is a lot. I'm guessing this deck has a lot of things that say Myriad. Kiki Jiki. Oh, plus I'm guessing you want to make a bunch of copies, because you can make copies of this, and then make more copies of this, and make more copies of this, and then make more, and then the copies make copies, and the copies, and the copies, copies, and then you make more copies of the copies. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's just a bunch of copies. Copy the copies and you make copies of the copies of the copies of the copies and you make copies of the copies. Create a token as a copy. Make X tokens that are copies. Yeah, just make a bunch of copies. Why not? What if we just made more copies? More copies, more combats. 5,000 tokens. Did I win the prize, Chucky? Yeah, this is a cool deck, to be honest. As much as I don't like the idea of my commander being a blonde dude in a hoodie, in like weirdly cut jeans, this is everything but the art I am enjoying here. We need new art. This needs to be like a demon with horns or something, like something cool. The thing about Rakdos is if it isn't sharp, bloody, or on fire, I kind of am questioning something. You know what I'm saying? Blonde dude in a hoodie. Is this not a blonde dude in a hoodie? Am I wrong? He's just like me. Oh, okay. I thought you were questioning me like, no. I'm like, maybe I'm looking at this art wrong. Is this an optical illusion? Or... yeah, I just feel like when I see something in Rakdos colors, I expect it to be like demon wings, horns, talons, fire, knives, blood, something like that. The only thing about this guy that is Rakdos is he's wearing a black hoodie and a red t-shirt. But it's cool and I like it. I just wish the art was different. I'm gonna be so real. My only hate on this card or this so far in this deck is just I don't like the art on the commander. No, this deck seems so fun. Like I'm saying this right now, but I mean it. Like this deck looks really fun. This is the type of deck I would like. And actually, I think this is the type of deck my girlfriend would like. Ironically, she hates red. But it's just like, what if you made 1,000,000 tokens and the tokens made tokens and then those tokens make tokens and then they make tokens. And you make tokens of the tokens and the tokens make tokens of the tokens of the tokens. This is cool. This might be my favorite deck we've seen tonight. No, correction. This is my favorite deck we've seen tonight. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, this guy is just biased because it's a red deck. It's a Rakdos deck. He's biased because he likes Rakdos. No. It's just cool. Also, I like Electro Duplicate. No, this is a cool deck. What's sad is sometimes when I like the decks, I don't feel like I have a lot to say about them. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is cool. I like this. Maybe I'm just being like self-conscious and thinking I'm not talking enough. But I feel like I'm just like sitting here like, these are cool cards. I like these cards. These are cool cards. These are cool cards. I like these cards. These are cool cards. Cool cards. I like these cards. Choreograph Sparks, I think, is so fun. I've been enjoying this card a lot lately because for a long time, I like the idea of copy spells. I like being able to just like do a thing and be like, actually double it. And I know it's a big joke that I love to say double it in my videos, but like, I genuinely think copying spells is very fun, but I know it easily becomes like too powerful because you can copy a copy and then just go infinite and like you're disgusting and your deck goes from like casual fun to too broken. So I really like this spell, Choreograph Sparks, because to me, it feels like a nice middle ground because it has the very fun flavor text of this spell can't be copied. So it's like, yes, you can copy something with this. It'll be great, but we're not doing no infinite shenanigans. We're not doing that. And to me, this feels like the ultimate casual copy spell for that reason. I throw this in all my decks that I'm like, I'm just trying to throw a copy spell in the deck, but I still want it to be casual enough to play with my friends. I'm not trying to like sweat and like go crazy. I just want to do like one copy of a thing if I have the chance. I'm not trying to make it go infinite with a ham sandwich on accident, which happens with so many of those, like Fork and Reverberation. I've accidentally made those cards go infinite so many times. And I don't even mean to when I do it. Like, it just you know what I mean? What if we doubled it? Interesting. Interesting. What if we doubled it? I'm actually curious. What if we doubled it? We might have to double it. Let me run some tests and we'll figure that one out. Can you say double it in a fun way? What does that mean? Double it? Like, do you want an accent? Eldrazi Monument, gross. Cursed Mirror. Somebody told me to pick this up for Obby Bobby. I don't understand why I'd want this for Obby Bobby. Oh, I get what you're saying. My bad. You don't really? Okay. Sorry. I'm not trying to hate, but that's so funny. Be like, actually, you don't. Whoever told you that, liar. My fault. Okay. Well, good to know. How is Cursed Mirror like Wefstalker Arden? Straight the line, straight to my face. Damn. Hey, it's alright. I'm pretty happy with my Obnixilis list. The hell is this? Chancla Relampago. Does that just say Lightning Greaves in a different language, or does it say something else in a different language and it is Lightning Greaves the card? Like, does my question make sense? Like, what does Chancla? Because I feel like Chancla means like shoe or something. Means slipper. I'm looking it up. Nope, it's lightning. It's lightning great. So why do we have the to me that feels dumb. Why? This is like if they put the Japanese cards, but they put lightning, like, you know what I mean? Like, this doesn't make sense. Why is it only for this one? I'm nitpicking. I'm not trying to be out here fucking pioneering over problems for a certain card. That just makes sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an idiot. Maybe I'm just being an idiot. Oh, hold up. I saw another card I want to talk about. Battle Hymn. Love this card. I love this card. What a fun ritual spell. Battle Hymn is sick. Big fan of this. Big fan of this. But no, I'm not hating on the card like this. I'm hating on the idea that they have this one in they have this one in Spanish, but they have the little like text like it's a secret lair card. Like they do that for cards that are like a different name, but that is the same name. It's just in a different language. It's like they do the JP cards and they just own it. It's all in Japanese. So why is this one like acting like that is saying something else? You know what I mean? Am I crazy? Am I doing too much? I'll just shut up if I'm doing too much. That's just like, you guys know what I'm saying? I'm nitpicking here, but it feels crazy to me. It just feels like weird. Like, why are we? This is in Spanish, by the way, but also this is the. I don't know. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. It's not that big of a deal. It really does not matter. It's more like I'm just questioning. I'm just questioning why it is. All right. It's a diff name. It's the same name. Oh, it's Slipper. Is it actually saying slipper? It's specifically saying sandal. Okay. So maybe I'm just. So it's saying lightning sandal or lightning slipper. Lightning sandal. When I looked it up, it said slipper. That's why I'm saying slipper. So it's saying lightning sandal. Okay. Then never mind. That makes sense then. If it is an actual thing that isn't like lightning greaves, then yeah. Then I'm down. I'm down with the clown. Okay, that makes sense. So it is actually saying something different. Okay. All right, then ignore my rant that I was going on there for a sec. Don't mind me. Let me pull up another deck. Architect. Architect, I have nothing wrong with you. It's just so much harder to go through you. Yeah, of course. We got Bello, Bard of the Brambles. This is actually the very first deck I've ever played in Magic. I bought the precon for Bello. I enjoyed it. I did destroy it for parts at this point. But Bello holds a nice special place in my heart. I like Bello. I'm a fan of Bello. This deck is just named Bello. If you don't know what Bello does, Bello, Bard of the Bramble is a red and a green. You get a legendary raccoon bard that says during your turn, each non-equipment artifact and non-aura enchantment you control with mana value 4 or greater is a 4/4 elemental. In addition to its other types, has indestructible, haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh my god, is that broken? Is it so fun? You drop an enchantment that says double the damage to everything you do to your opponent. That enchantment's also hitting your opponent and then doubling the damage. There's so many enchantments that you want to drop that are like 4 mana that do crazy shit that are somehow now hitting your opponent. It's great. I love it. There's also a bunch of fun artifacts that you can have enter that like draw you cards or tap for mana or that you can swing. There's so many possibilities with like what you do with Bello. I think he's so fun. I think Bello is so cool. He very much embodies what it means to be Gruul as well. You ramp and you swing with more things, and you hit people with garbage. It's great. Bello's very sick. Four artifacts in the whole deck is insane to me, but I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more enchantments, and I do like the enchantments more than the artifacts. Chronicle of Victory is good. Essica's Chariot, pretty good. Make a bunch of cats, yeah. Rolling Hamsphere, I remember that being good. A Chroma's Memorial, what does that do? Creatures you control have flying first. Okay, this card is gas. Holy shit, this card's gas. And yeah, like I said, drop a bunch of enchantments that just double damage, triple damage, make things do more damage because they're also hitting and they're doing the doubling. What if I doubled it? I'm going to double it and I'm going to double it. I'm going to triple it. I'm going to double it and I'm going to hit you with it. Why not? Yep. This is what you expect to see in a deck like this. Essica's is used to copy enchantments? How do you copy enchantments? Cards like Mirror Match. So it's used to copy the further so you're copying your enchantments with other cards, making token copies of them, and then you're using Eska's chariot to further make more copies. Is that what I'm hearing? I like that. I don't hate that. I love Professional Facebreaker. Think this card's gas. Old Gnawbone, very funny card. Berserker's Onslaught is disgusting, especially if you combine it with one of these like double or triplers. Because you'll get one of these things that's like, all right, Fiery Emancipation. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, deals triple. And you got Berserker's Onslaught, give everything double strike. So everything's doing triple damage twice. And they are both swinging too. Oh my god, it grossly stacks up. It's gross how fast it stacks up. Where's your things that give trample? I'm not gonna lie, it looks like you're lacking trample. How do you give anything trample? You need trample in this deck. You gotta add one of like the 4 mana enchantments that says gives everything trample, gives everything with a plus something. You need something in this deck that says gives everything trample. And there's so many options. But you need at least one. It's my one note. This deck looks very fun. It's my one note so far. A lot of everything but the thing that lets your guys actually guaranteed do damage. And you need that. You do. Like it's very much a requirement. It's 2 cards. So okay, I forgot with the Chronicle up here. Where's Garruk's? I'm not seeing Garruk's. Because I was looking for Garruk's. Where's Garruk's? See, this is what about Architect. They don't have it separated the same, so I may have missed it. Is it in ramp? Is Garruk's in ramp or something? Like, is it in a weird category? It's in draw. Why? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So Garruk's, I think Garruk's is great. I'm not gonna lie though, I think if Garruk's and Chronicle of Victory are the only 2 ways, it's not awful. You might want 1 or 2 more. Still my note. You might want 1 or 2 more. But I was looking for like something like a Garruk's. So I'm glad it is in there, and I just was missing it because of the Architect's fine. I wish it would just put it like all in enchantments and all that. Glorious Sunrise. Where's that one at? It is in enchantments. Okay, so I must have missed that one. Yeah, that one's not bad. I like Glorious Sunrise. That's goaded. That's good. Yeah, I think you definitely have more than I was seeing on first sight, but I definitely still think that you need like a couple more. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I think trample is like one of them big things in Gruul you need to make sure you got. And having like a few and far between, sure, but yeah. One sec. Okay, just so we're clear here, I have not skipped any decks. The person spamming in chat that I have skipped a deck, either A, you didn't submit right, or B, your deck has not been skipped. I have not responded to because I'm in the middle of talking about somebody else's deck. Please, for the love of God, either A, double check your submission, B, chill, Or C, wait till it's your turn. I've seen your message 5 times. I did not skip your deck. I'm going back to this one. I love Orin Frostfang. Goated card. I think it's super cool. They added what's it called? The Bushmaster or something? It's in Marvel, and it's like whatever. It's like any creature you have with like a +1/+1 gets death touch. I don't know if that'd be good in this deck, but I think that's another good thing that like spreads the death touch. I love Sunbird Invocation. A lot of just fun cards in this deck. That's what I think that's so fun about Bello is like you just get to throw in a bunch of cards that are normally like pretty good, and they go from pretty good to insanely amazing. Very cool. Bello is very silly when you don't have when you don't have trample, because then politics get weird. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. When you're playing a Gruul deck and you don't have trample, it just feels like you got your face down and your ass up, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. This is a cool deck. That is a cool deck. I'm gonna give that one a garbage out of it's okay. The garbage is cool. Don't get mad at me. That was a fun one. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm sure the damage doublers and triplers are usually the big win con. I haven't played that deck in a while, but that was the easiest way I had to win. Tiger Flame, I'm gonna be real with you. That's not the way to do it. Join the Discord, send in Discord, follow the. Okay, you're spamming. Oh my god, I'm getting overwhelmed by the people who are like joining and like just like so desperate to have me do their thing immediately, and they're not following like any of the rule. And I get it. You either don't know, or like you just like refuse to listen. But like, oh my god, guys, everybody who wants to like everybody needs to take a chill pill. We all need to take a breather. I promise I will be going through all the decks, but like, geez, been a lot of spam this stream. A lot of people being like, do mine now, do mine now, do mine now. Please respect the line. There's a lot of people in order, and I'm going in order. That's all. That's all. No hate to anybody who's excited for their deck to get rated. How do I do it? Join the Discord. Go to the trading cards channel, put your deck list, and put rate my deck in the message. There's a pinned message. There's multiple pinned messages in the Discord as well that will explain it if you forgot what I just said. But please don't spam in the chat trying to get me to do it. And sorry, I think it's just been a lot of people today doing that kind of stuff, so I don't mean to take it out on you specifically. Just had a lot of people today being like, do mine, do mine, do mine, do mine. I'm going in order, y'all. I'm sorry. I want to give everybody who's asked first dibs, you know? They simply haven't had enough Joel. That's funny. And I'm sure nobody means anything bad by it. Where is the Discord? Type !Discord in the chat, or it's in any of my bios on any social media. What do you mean no skipping? What did I miss? What did I miss? All right, let's pop in another deck, huh? Sorry, I'm yapping. This one is Selesnya Politics. We got Sylvana Explorer Returned. Isn't this one of the ones that just got hit by the new mana dork rules? Or mana ability rules? So I don't know the exact wording of the rule change, but apparently mana abilities no longer account for abilities that take cards out of your deck and put them anywhere else, or something along those lines. Sylvana Explorer Returned is a green and a white legendary creature elf scout that says parlay. Tap, each player reveals the top card of their library. For each non-land card revealed this way, add a green and you gain 1 life. Then each player draws a card. Essentially, this used to be a mana ability and you couldn't respond to it, but now it isn't. Guys, I'm going in order. If you've submitted multiple today, if you've submitted multiple lists, I'm only doing 1 per person. If you haven't submitted multiple lists and you think yours got skipped, it either was not submitted correctly or it is not skipped and you just need to be patient. Like I really mean this, and I'm not trying to crash out, guys. It's been a lot today. And it's always the same thing. Either you didn't submit it right or it's just coming up. And that's it. That's just really where we're at. I'm like, even like after everybody says it, I've come and I've double checked too. Nope. This is the next one. So go double check, make sure you submitted it right. If you didn't, it's okay. You can edit the message and we'll see it next time. Or you can resubmit. But promise y'all, this is the next one in the order. I promise. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Yeah, so it's not a mana ability anymore, which is like a huge nerf to this card as far as I understand. Like that was a big part of it. It's like you can't respond to this thing, but now you can, so that's where it goes. Where's the comment in the Discord? It's pinned in the chat where you put it. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I'm going to focus on this deck because I'm not giving this deck, and I was very much doing it with the last one. I'm not giving them the attention they deserve because I have a lot of people like asking me about other stuff, and I know everyone wants to submit their decks. I do, but I gotta focus on the decks we're talking about, or we're not gonna get through any. We're not talking about them. There's a lot of instruction in the Discord. If not, just stay tuned, and after stream I will help out anybody. But I can't sit here and keep pausing to tell everybody things on repeat. I'm sorry. I apologize. We're getting into this deck here. And if you want to submit one, peek around the Discord, ask around for help in the Discord. I'm sure you can figure it out. There's pinned messages with explanations. There's multiple things of me saying how to do it. There's a bunch of mods in the Discord who would be happy to help you. There's a bunch of not mods who'd be happy to help you, but I need to go through some of these decks or else I'm not going to get through them. Bridget is a very cool card. This is Gaia Cradle on a stick. I think this has been seeing some CEDH play. I think Bridget's cool. Another, is he the same one? That's kind of cool. Craterhoof, Delighted Halfling, all the good stuff you normally see in a green-white deck, I'm sure. I'm sure this is just a bunch of stuff like, hey, what if I made a bunch of creatures and dropped a Craterhoof? I'm not gonna lie, blue-white and green-white are like the 2 combos I hate the most. I never read the bio. This one says, just like the government, I'm giving people things they need that I may or may not take away. We all look for a win con, but I will silence you if you try to get my way. We got Bilbo's Gambit, Silence, Orem's Chant. How many silence effects do we have in this deck? Jesus. What deck is this? Bracket 2? Bracket 3? Yeah. Seaborn Muse and what's the other one? Oh, Smothering Tithe. Yeah. I don't, chat, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't hate on Smothering Tithe as much as I do Rhystic Study. I think Smothering Tithe is less annoying. Like, sure, it happens on everybody's draw step, but I'd rather you have mana than cards. I feel like cards go crazier than extra mana. Eventually, all that extra mana, you're not doing anything with it. Like, the cards are what really, I feel like, become a problem. But who knows? I've heard people say that Smothering Tithe they think is worse, so maybe I'm wrong. Dude, I had somebody try to tell me as well that Grand Abolisher is worse than Grand Arbiter Augustine the Fourth. Huh? Like, yeah, Grand Abolisher is good. It's a really good card. And like, sure, in like super high brackets, it's better. Like, yeah, if we're playing CEDH, I'd rather have a Grand Abolisher than a Grand but like, they were like, dude, you have a problem with Grand Arbiter Augustine and you don't have a problem with Grand Abolisher? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the thing that I can try to kill. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'd much rather play against an Abolisher than Augustine. It's way easier to answer an Abolisher than it is an Augustine. Augustine just makes the game so much more annoying to play. Grand Abolisher just says, hey, deal with me or I can do this whenever I want. And I think that that's like something you need to answer, but it doesn't stop everybody from playing. How does that not like come across to people? How do people see both those cards and think that this one's worse? I don't know. That got me. I was sitting there like, what the fuck? Hey, we got Glunch. Glunch is back. Okay. I remember seeing this card when Strixhaven was coming out. I'm like, this is one of the worst rares you could get. If this was my rare, I'd be so butthurt. Cutstill. So do we have the rest of the like, this is my turn, you're not allowed to cast spells? I've recently picked up a Seaborn Muse and oh my god, is it so fun to play this card, but I understand why it's a game changer and I understand why some people don't like it. But oh, it's so fun to play with Seaborn Muse. Soul Warden's also gross. Dude, okay, let's talk about this one again. I made a comment that I thought Approach to the Second Sun is a bad card. And I also, again, had people coming to say that I was crazy, that this is a good card, that it's so gross when somebody drops it on the stack. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I'm not scared of you casting a spell that then goes back into your deck that you need to cast again in like 6 turns in order to win, or you cast a bunch of draw. Cause it's like, it just feels like so telegraphed. It feels like I know it's coming. So like, if I can't counter it the first time, trust me, I know it's coming and I'm getting ready to counter it the second time if I need to. I don't know. Lorehold? How is it good in Lorehold though? I guess it's better in Lorehold. Like, I could see it being okay in Lorehold because you'll like cast it faster. You're looting every turn. Countering it the second time doesn't stop the win though. The ability, yes it does. If Approach the Second Sun was cast from your hand and you've cast another spell named Approach the Second Sun this game, you win the game. You counter that ability, but it's countered. It doesn't matter if it's the second time, you countered it. So the spell is countered, so it doesn't work. Am I crazy? Am I wrong? You counter spell, not the ability. It's a sort. What are we talking about? What? If you counter it, You're countering it. What are we talking about? Am I crazy? I don't, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you're right. And if I'm wrong, I'll take it gracefully and I'd love to learn, but no, I don't think that's how that works, dude. Never mind, I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay, no, you're good. I'm not trying to, I won't harp on it. I'm just sitting here like, nah, dude, you just counter it. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. And like again, like no worries. We all get, it's a lot of words and a lot of cards in a big game. We all make mistakes, but that's why I'm not that scared of this card. It just feels so telegraphed. It's like, dude, even if I have a counter in my hand, I feel like I'd rather wait for the second time you do it. Because maybe I won't need to do it on the first time. And then I'll wait for the second time when you're going to do it. And if I don't need it by then, I don't know. It just feels, I had a bunch. I don't think this is like a card that you need to feel bad about playing. But I did call this card ass. And I had multiple comments of people being like, this guy's calling that card ass. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. I think it's ass. I think it's ass. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's a good card. But, hey, it's not bad. 14 mana and 6 turns at a minimum to win. Fuck. After the first cast? Fuck it. Why not? Tempt with monies. Tempting offer, draw a card, create a 1/1. It's kind of funny. Make a bunch of bunnies. No, they were no. And I'm not. Gray P, we already figured it out. They were just mistaken. They were fully trying to say it doesn't matter if you counter the second one. They were just mistaken how it worked. They thought it was an ability or something. Mid card but funny, and there's nothing wrong with that. Mid funny cards I like. It was more just when I called it bad and people were like on me like, dude, this shit's gas. Like, I'm like, are you sure? Like that. It wasn't the fact that I'm like harping on people not to play it. It was more just like, are you guys sure that like I'm wrong? I don't think this is that good. I mean, yeah, this feels like a nice little like green white like discussion with the board kind of deck. The dumb thing I love to do with this deck is natural affinity plus Azuri's protection. What's natural affinity? Until end of turn, all lands become 2/2 creatures that are still land, and then you do Azuri's predation. For each creature your opponent controls, create a 4/4 Phyrexian beast. Oh, so you make every land into a creature, and then you make beasts for all the lands, and then they fight a bunch of things. Oh boy, more land. It's a big mana combo, but it seems funny. What's that, 11 mana to basically kill all their lands? So does that technically make this no, because there's no way that makes this bracket 4, right? It's like mass land denial, but like, is it really? This is where the bracket system is a little dumb. But like technically, for 11 mana, I can kill all of your lands. Some people would consider that mass land denial. And I think that's a fair take. But I wouldn't make but I wouldn't sit here and be like, this is a bracket 4 deck, because technically with 11 mana and 2 spells and no interaction, you can kill, you know what I'm saying? Avatar's Wrath does the same thing. Does it? Oh, with natural affinity? Is that what you're saying? At least with Avatar's Wrath, though, I mean, it sucks, but you could spend 2 mana to get him back, right? Wait, no, but you can't no, you couldn't. You can't airbend back a land, can you? Yeah, I didn't even I was just reading the reminder text on airbend. Yeah. So they're gone. I think Avatar's Wrath is the better combo. And I get it, because you're kind of like, well, which one was it? What was the name? Genesis Wave? No. Am I blind? Yeah, is there this one? This one's just like way more mana, but you get a bunch of bodies out of it. So this one's a little better in that aspect. But yeah, Avatar's Wrath does some crazy shit. You just mass land denial. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this is bracket 4 in that regard, but like, it could swing in a bracket 3 table. This is why at the end of the day the bracket system is still a rule 0 conversation. I'm gonna give this deck confusing combos out of political nonsense. This streamer skipped my deck. Yeah. No, this was a fun one. All right, chat. We're at the end of the stream, but we've had a lot of people this stream. A lot of people trying to figure out how to submit, or they couldn't figure it out, or they tried to submit and didn't do it right, or they thought their thing got skipped, or this, that, and the third. And I'm not trying to harp on them. None of you guys feel like it needs to be a personal thing, but I'm going to spend this time to quickly just remind everybody what you need to do, okay? You need to type the word rate my deck into a message, type it and put it into this trading card channel, and then also include the link to your deck. That's it. That's all you got to do. You send that message, then I will be able to see it. I'm going in order from the very first people who sent them to me. I am literally filtering it in order of oldest to newest, so it is always going in order of a line, but that's all you gotta do. So just so you guys know, I will continue to remind everybody in the Discord, feel free to ask me as many times as you need, but when I'm streaming, I can't, it's hard to keep reminding everybody over and over and over and over again, because I'm trying to get through the decks. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I appreciate you guys submitting all the decks. It really still means a ton to me. Sorry if I was getting a little frustrated there. I didn't mean to get frustrated at anybody. It was just a lot to try. I wanted to give the deck we were rating a fair shot. And I feel like a lot of people were like begging for my attention, and that's on me. But no, this was fun. Another great streamer rating decks. I appreciate everybody who's been submitting decks. Make sure you guys keep doing it. We're gonna keep getting videos out because of it. If you haven't already seen all the videos that we put out for Rate My Deck, we have 2 out. They are both very cool, if you ask me. One already hit 1,000 views on YouTube. The other one's at a few hundred. I'm gonna put the link to the newest one in the chat. Make sure you guys go all and watch it. If you haven't already had your deck list rated, if it is in line, stay tuned. If it is not in line, submit a deck. We will be doing more of these streams as much as possible. I really enjoy these streams. I'm trying to do them as much as I can. If you guys know me, you know I like to just kind of sit and yap, and that's what we get to do, and this is very fun. I'm glad that I can just kind of do this too, and I got nothing else going on, and I just can turn on the stream. We get to talk about some decks. We get to have fun. My YouTube studio is moving a little slowly. Give me one moment. Chat, if you haven't already gone and watched this video, go watch it. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that stuff. It really helps me out. I need everybody to go share with your friends. The more views, the more interactions, all that stuff, it really helps out. Helps me out with the algorithms and the systems and yada yada yada. We're trying to make more YouTube videos. We're trying to be consistent with it, and the more support we get on those, the better. Again, appreciate everybody for submitting decks. We'll do another stream soon. I don't know what I got going on this week. Friday we got Magic. Saturday I think I got some stuff, so maybe we'll get a stream in one of these days. I'll let you guys know. There'll be an announcement in the Discord as well as on YouTube and on my other socials. Other than that, y'all keep on winning, because I don't fuck with losers. And I'll see y'all next time for another video. Stay tuned. Bye.